Good morning. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. And we're having coffee this morning, most definitely in my beautiful moon magic mug. Just a lovely reminder of the fact that we are in a huge full moon today. One with a lunar eclipse, which makes it even magnified in its power and in how we can choose to use it. The full moons are always about endings, the fullness coming, releasing. And so what happens is old stuff that we are being prompted by our higher selves, God, creator, the universe, our angels, guides, companions, Moki, Loki, Huey, whatever you want to call that higher power, does not matter. It is that they are available and they're helping prompt us into the understanding of things that are in our field to be released. This morning I woke up 3:30-ish in terror. The other day, was that yesterday? No, it was Friday. I paddled back across the reservoir where I was camping with a friend. Kayak, safe, calm water. We'd done it the day before, but I was going by myself. And the fear that I was holding as I did that was just weird for me and literally shaking. And I got over and took the pictures, the little videos that I wanted to film, and came back and still, and really had a bit of a time getting back because the current, it's a reservoir and the water had released a little bit and the current had changed. And so it took me a lot more work. And a couple times the fear just kind of grew in me. And then waking up this morning in that terror around a certain energy that I had carried my whole life prompted me to know that this is the energy coming up to be released. And that is what's happening for you. This rarely feels good or is high vibe or fun or lighthearted. It is usually repeating energies. We've been here before. Are you kidding me? Again, this kind of thing. But this actually was a new take on this energy, and the volume of that fear that came up in me was really incredible. And so I went into my pattern of what I do to heal myself and release energies. But one thing you can do, if you don't have, what you think is the tools, or you don't really know how, that kind of thing, then it is easy for you to just breathe in, hold it for a few seconds, and really long, with the intention of choosing to release this specific self-belief, thought pattern, energy that you've traveled with, block that you've had most of your life. These are the big things coming up right now, and they are heavy. That's one way you recognize them. They're not a truth you have to hold on to. They're not the, oh my God, here I go again. Craziness really happens on the full moon for a reason, because we are 73% in one aspect, 90 something in another, water. It is going to affect our physical and our mental, emotional bodies. If it moves the tides of the ocean, how can we even begin to think it does not move in us? So if you've been struggling the last few days with being bummed out again, old beliefs, this crap again, I can't believe it's happening again. Really? I thought I'd worked on this. Or, oh my God, here I am again. I hate this. I don't want to do this anymore. Checking out is always an option, but it's never the choice option, because you chose to be here, to learn this, to experience this. Great morning to you too, Susan. And so now you can choose to release it as having learned where you don't want to be traveling anymore in this universe of life. It is a choice. What are you choosing? If you are choosing to be a victim, then you're always under the circumstances. If you're choosing to let go of victim, you then are in your seat of power. The Sacred Earth card that came up was healing. This is absolutely where we are at this time. We are in huge healing energy, which also means as we heal physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. I've got something sticky on my finger. I was out watering and messing with plants. Um, when we choose to heal, we are going to be shown what needs to be healed, what is in our field that is not in our highest and best for moving forward. We can choose now to release it. We can know that it is okay. Why it came up was so that we know to release it. New beginnings. From this moment forward, as you choose to release whatever is in your field, again, it can be physical things, it can be emotional, relational, financial, physical, spiritual. It can be all of those. It can be work, it can be finances, all of that. This is a new beginning. When you choose to just look at the paths in front of you, look at the paths behind you. This is where I've been with this. In this area, I can move forward with ease, with peace, with joy, with safe. I brought in a lot of safe energy for this terror that came up. And also understand that this isn't always just your energy. It can be, and likely is, ancestral energy, as well as your past life energies. These are the big ones. That's why they're so big. We brought in our ancestors' energy of this same theme that has plagued us, and we've had this energy in our past life. So, what is growing within you that is less than pleasant right now? What it feels heavy, it feels constricting. Sometimes it makes you feel like you can't take a deep breath because it's too much. Choose to breathe it out. If you need to see someone like me, reach out now. Through October 10th, I don't know why this date was given. The eclipse energy lasts for 6 months and works on us. The actual intense full moon energies 3 days before, 3 days after. But this one is bigger. I was given if you continue to choose to work on this, if this video comes up between now and October 10th, you are in great, powerful energy to release the things that plague you. And then the blueberry fairy wants you to know, the bluebell fairy, that gratitude is a huge key in the releasing. Be grateful to your spirit that you have the strength to come in and do this work. Be grateful to yourself. Be grateful for all the shitty situations that came up to show you that this energy was present within you. Gratitude is a huge energy elevator. And when you're not okay, it's heavy. It doesn't feel good. It's not a fun thing. When you choose to release these, you become lighter. Gratitude and pure love and joy are the two tools that will shift your energy. So honor your uniqueness and do what makes you feel good. This is very much the configuration of the stars in this full moon, very much a physical healing in many ways. Good morning, Lou Jean. It is a time to clue into the physical aspect of how you're feeling. This doesn't necessarily mean a dis-ease. It can. It doesn't mean a physical dysfunction. It means, how is this physical feeling? This morning at 3 a.m., it was in abject terror. And it was so out of balance with, how I normally walk in the world. Except that fear has been that underlying thing. Well, a bunch of it came up. So if you're really feeling out of balance, too high or too low, are you manic or are you so depressed you want to check out? Neither one of those is balanced. So breathing, breath work, there's so many on YouTube. But one way to really bring yourself into balance is doing 10 minutes of a breathwork routine. It really does. And in the intention of releasing whatever that heavy energy is that you have been experiencing. Again, old patterns, old beliefs, I'm a failure. I'm too fat. I'm too skinny. I'm not pretty enough. I'm stupid. I live in poverty. Nothing ever works for me. I'm terrible at business. I hate finances. I don't do anything right. Never, all of these lies, but things we've brought forward, and now are coming up going, want to be done with that? I really choose to be done with that. Good morning to you too, Michelle. It's been a long time. The next unicorn that came up is Unicorn Portal. Focus your light, listen for a message. This is really talking to you about the magic in you, your magic self to create, to bring about what you are choosing more of in this life and what you're choosing to release. Again, that's what a full moon is about. Don't put your crystals out on this one. Eclipse energy is a bit chaotic, and so it's best not to put them out under the full moon this time. But get yourself out there. Write down another tool. Write down anything you want to release right now. Burn it at some point these next day or so, in the intention of sending that energy up to the heavens, to the light, to be transmuted, and then choosing to bring in the opposite of that energy. Safe energy I brought in over and over, among others, because it was a very specifically focused energy for me, and something I've been working on pretty much my whole life. I just didn't know powerfully how to do it most of my life. And so focus your light, listen for a message, trust your angels, guides, companions, because you are continuously open, willing, and ready to be guided. Trust that they will walk with you through this, really shaking you up a bit to bring up this energy. Because this is such a powerful full moon, know that others that are not at all in touch with their spiritual, mental aspect, knowing that we are all of those things, are probably going to be in some pretty big, deep, heavy energy and reactiveness. If you're going to be driving this morning, pay attention to what traffic is doing. Gives you an idea of what the collective energy is. And be the bringer of love. As you travel in, if you are, shed pure love and joy. Remember, get to that place. Maybe think of something that brings you that love. The beauty I see in flowers makes my heart swell. That's just one way I can do it. Holding my granddaughters the very first time after their birth. Another way, holding my babies after their birth. Thinking about the beautiful people that have blessed my life and the wonderful things they've done for me. Make my heart swell. And then I intend for that love energy to go to these other drivers or situations in the world. If you're worried about what's going on in our government, bless President Trump with pure love and joy. There is zero downside to that. It elevates your energy and it brings him that possibility of holding on to that energy and shifting himself. That's just bless Congress, bless the Senate, bless our world, other countries, people you know that are suffering. Send them that energy over and over after you've experienced, chosen to feel that heart swelling energy. That is powerful AF. You can do it for yourself. Know that you are this power in the world. And right now, you have the opportunity to clear out more of what is standing in your way from that being more of your truth on a daily basis. So what is your biggest plaguing energy? A theme that has run through your life over the last however many years. That is likely coming up right now for you to look at. And you probably went, oh God, not again. But bless it. Thank yourself, your higher self, your soul for bringing it up, because again, you're healing ancestral energy and you're pulling it. You can intend to pull this from your next 7 generations. So you do not have to have them live in that energy anymore either. You are powerful AF in your choice. I choose with your intention. So once again, this full moon is for you, even especially if it is felt heavy and less than lovely. It is happening for you to show you what is in your field to let go of. All you have to do is intend. Physiologically, it helps if you do some breath work where you're breathing up. Box breathing is wonderful. It's breathing up 3 counts or 4 counts, holding it for 4 counts, breathing out for 4 counts, holding. I actually breathe out for more counts. That helps regulate, especially if your vagus nerve is activated with any of this emotional stuff coming up. The 4, 4, 6, 7, 8, 4, hold it out. Do that 10 times and feel how you feel. You will feel more elevated. You will feel more at ease. Good morning, beautiful Julie, to you as well. I miss you, sister. We need to talk. And you need to put Ireland in your calendar, Jewel, next September 8th through the 15th. You need to come to that because I want you to. And of course, all of you, I would love to have come to that. And if it speaks to you, if it's in your field and you desire, put it down, start making your intention. And the first thought that comes up as to why it might not be possible, release that. That is a block you are holding for whatever reason. So, a powerful full moon lunar eclipse energy we are in right now. Use it. Use it to your highest and best good and allow yourself to heal even more of what you brought into this lifetime for your healing, for your ancestral healing, for your next 7-generation healing. I think we're complete for today. Thank you so much. Oh, and if you live in the Boise area, I will be at Crohn's Cupboard today from noon to 4 doing readings. So come in, see what new amazing stuff Crohn's has, because it's so lovely these days. And come in and get a reading. There's a couple other readers usually in the room with me, and one will resonate with you. Thanks again. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. Until we meet again.